け翼。
わしも技に磨きをかけないとな。
俺のゲームメイクの出番だな。
よし、行くか。マンツーマンディフェンスは任せておけ。
Welcome to Ike Tsubasa. I am your narrator for this video, Cronocloud, and with the first SDF of 2021 behind us, we turn now to the new German banner of world-class players. The players featured on this banner are on par, if not better, than the Spanish ones. The only downside is the staggering 440 dream balls needed to commit. Let's go. Ike! Hermann Kaltz, Power Beyond the Limit, is a skill-type German player that can fit into your team as either a defender or a defensive midfielder. The Workman plays a vital role for Germany as a leader from the back. Kaltz comes with two types of stats up related abilities. 4% from his bonds with 6 or more non-Japanese players, regardless of region, and 3% exclusively for any version of Schneider. Fiery Potential grants him a massive 50% stat boost. The lower the stamina, the higher the effect. Tenacity is up next to complete this wonderful combination. So, as long as Kaltz has at least one stamina, he can execute a special skill, and that last action comes with a 50% stat bonus from Fiery Potential. Kaltz's team skill completes the full 69% for the skill-type non-Japanese teams. His passive is Auto Block and Intercept Enhance, with a 70% chance to activate. He comes with Owl Intercept, a new S-rank intercept capped at 490 momentum, and it supersedes Artistic Interception, which is 15 momentum weaker. Kaltz comes with more than 64k total stats, with a huge chunk allocated to his defense. His physical portion is quite lackluster though, due to the lack of power and speed. If you are playing Kaltz as a center back, go with Limit Break 1. Go for Limit Break 2 for defensive midfielder. Boundary breaking for additional skill slots is useful, and the additional stats will help him out for his initial action too. Skill build wise, replace Hedgehog Defense and A Scramble Defense with what's shown, and drop him Artistic Interception and the Workman's Trick Pass to complete his build. The extra intercept is great for him, just in case he matches up with a skill blocker. If you boundary break him twice, feed him an extra tackle and block too, for the same reason. Final thoughts. Right after Super Dreamfest comes the first key to unlocking Schneider's full potential. As we are all aware, Schneider's strongest shot requires Kaltz and Tigerbrand, and this Kaltz is definitely an upgrade compared to any previous version of him, not to mention a nice 3% buff to the Emperor on top of his 4% bonds. Kaltz might need some warming up, but once he's ready, he's one of the best in the business. Franz Schester, Conductor of the Attack, is an agility-type attacking midfielder, charged with linking the midfield to attack for Germany. Schester is also known as the poster boy for Bremen, and probably Germany as well. "Surprise!" shouts Schester as he enters the room with a much-needed rework for his team skill and hidden abilities. Schester now comes with a 3.5% bond with 3 or more agility-type players, regardless of region, instead of 2 bonds with one requiring 11 agility-type players as previously shown. His stat handicap resistance got reduced from 5.5% for only agility-type players to 3% for all, but we aren't complaining. He also comes with a different pressure than the one we're used to, minus 10% to the opponent's next special skill force instead of stats, when his opponent selects his next action after Schester wins at a matchup. This cannot be removed by executing normal moves or self-tapping in the box. It is only removed after the affected player uses a special skill. Last but not least, Special skill block, 100% chance to block one special skill, completes his hidden abilities. Schester now comes with Super Solidarity 22% for agility type non-Japanese teams. His passive, Enhanced Special Skills, grants all his special skills an unconditional 20% bonus. This works like full body stand, but instead of lowering with your stamina, it is constantly on. His main skill is the strongest S-rank shot for Schester, Gyro Shot. Is capped at 465 momentum and is less affected by angle decay. It's not great when compared to top tier shots sitting at around 500 momentum, but with his passive taken into consideration, it's actually a 558 momentum shot. Schester also comes with a great S-rank dribble, Magnificent Jumping Dribble, capped at 475 momentum. Schester is rarely good with his tackle, and this version is no different with only 5.5k tackle and a mediocre 5.6k speed. Schester is designed to be a secondary goal threat, looking at his 10.9k shot, passive, and main skill. Go with Limit Break 1 if you need Schester to score, and Limit Break 2 if you prefer to playmate with him. Replace his default A skill with the S version. Straight tackle and hard check interception are the other skills needed to complete his build. Germanic combination comes into mind if you happen to play Margus alongside him. Final thoughts. What a pleasant surprise! Schester went from being the landmine of the banner to a respectable playmaker with adequate bonds and shields. Skill block is always great when choosing your matchups, and he can even threaten occasionally with his fancy new shot, especially if he manages to block out the main catch or punch from some keepers. Schester is extremely weak on tackle for current standards, so that affects his defensive rating as a whole despite his skill block. Kevin Schmidt, Germany's leading defensive craftsman, is a toughness-type German player that is often paired alongside his twin brother Eric. He is given two positions, defender and defensive midfielder. Okay, before we move on, Eric's design is pretty much identical, so we decided to just point out the differences using Kevin as a reference. Kevin's bond provides 3% stat bonus for his team with 2 or more toughness-type players, and Eric's bond requires agility-type players. Stat handicap resistance provides a nice 3.5% debuff reduction for his team. Counter move for forwards. Kevin gets a 15% stat bonus against forwards. We still don't understand why this passive is not just called Forward Killer, but whatever. Special skill block. 100% chance to block one random skill when matching up with Kevin. And lastly, Stats Up improves all German stats by 1%. Kevin comes with the new 23% Super Solidarity team skill for toughness type non-Japanese, and Eric, not being outdone, comes with the agility type non-Japanese version. His passive, Support Eric, summons Eric in Kevin's solo matchup, and vice versa for Eric's passive. The annoying part here is that both of them come with a special skill block, so your chance of getting past them is like climbing a mountain, especially for those without skill block cancel. Kevin's main skill, Needle Block, is capped at 455 momentum that requires 430 stamina per use. His other notable S-rank skill is S-Tight Marking, and Eric was given S-Tight Interception in place. Kevin is a very well-balanced defensive player, and the same can be said for Eric. Limit Break 1 assumes Kevin is the final barrier before the ball reaches his goalkeeper, and Limit Break 2 is meant for them to be slotted at the sides or even fit into a defensive midfielder. Skill build-wise, Kevin and Eric share the same set of skills, the only difference being Agile Sliding Tackle replacing Swift Interception for Eric. We S-rank fitted the twins, so you can replace Smooth Ball Keeping with your skill of choice. Final thoughts. The German twins work true to the manga, appearing side by side to snuff out all danger. With support and both having skill blocks, they are a truly toxic pair to match up with for most attackers.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the voiceover done by Cronocloud. I think he has done a fantastic job here, and not to forget, he is one of our patrons. And at the same time, I'd like to thank all our patrons and YouTube members for your unconditional support. Alright guys, do check out ways to support us or at least take a look. Links provided in the video description. Check out our videos listed here by YouTube. Subscribe if you have not. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, it helps a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a nice one. I will see you guys next time. And may the gacha god bless us all.